Most people think of exercise and studying as competing demands on their time. But what if they could work together? The timing, intensity, and type of movement you choose can dramatically amplify your ability to learn and retain information. You can turn a workout into a cognitive enhancement tool. In my episode, Engage Your Brain While Breaking a Sweat, I focused on how you can stimulate cognitive development with the exercise choices themselves. Today, we'll explore how you can use exercise to optimize your specific learning and study habits. Hey there, it's me, Core, and you're listening to Exercising Self-Control from Fitness to Flourishing. Your brain's prefrontal cortex, responsible for decision-making and processing new information, temporarily takes a backseat during highly intense exercise. Blood flow redirects to your muscles, and your brain prioritizes motor coordination over complex thinking. This is why studying organic chemistry while lifting heavy weights is ineffective. However, this shift is temporary. Within minutes of finishing intense exercise, the heart rate drops, blood recirculates, and your prefrontal cortex comes back online, so to speak. This post-exercise window is optimal for focused learning. Your body has completed its physical demands, and your brain has been primed to absorb new material. Depending on your exercise and study schedule, the order and intensity can be manipulated to work best for your goals. Before learning, more intense workouts, for example, running, heavy weightlifting, or high-intensity interval training, create the ideal conditions for study. Complete your exercise, then begin learning within about 30 to 60 minutes, having allowed the body to return to homeostasis. High-intensity training is particularly efficient at boosting neurogenesis, that is, the creation of new neurons in the hippocampus, the seat of learning and memory. During learning, keep exercise low intensity and automatic. For example, walking, light jogging, or familiar yoga flows. These moderate intensity aerobic activities stimulate neurogenesis while allowing you to focus on podcasts, lectures, or educational videos. The key is that your movements require minimal conscious thought. Easy aerobic exercise excels at building hippocampal volume and boosting memory over time. After learning, moderate intensity exercise about 4 hours after the learning session helps consolidate what you've learned. New neurons created during this activity have an immediate purpose, strengthening the neural networks you've built during your study session. Both moderate intensity aerobic exercise and high intensity interval training effectively stimulate neurogenesis, but through different pathways. Moderate aerobic exercise, for example, brisk walking, swimming, cycling for 20 to 30 minutes, promotes steady neuron growth and builds long-term memory capacity. It's sustainable and excellent for consistent brain development. High-intensity interval training, that is, short bursts of intense effort followed by brief recovery, is more efficient at rapidly increasing the number of new neurons. The takeaway? Consistency matters more than intensity. Even 10 minutes of regular activity builds new neurons. Current guidelines recommend aiming for at least 150 minutes of moderate activity weekly, and incorporate high-intensity interval training strategically for maximum brain cell production. Exercise functions like a gardener tending to your brain. BDNF, that is, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, is the water and nutrients that allow seeds, that is, new neurons, to germinate and take root. Neurotransmitters like serotonin, norepinephrine, and dopamine are the sunlight that energizes growth. Without regular watering and sunlight, seeds remain dormant. But with consistent care, that is, exercise paired with learning, your neural garden flourishes, creating new pathways and strengthening existing connections. The development happens when both elements are present. Exercise provides the biological conditions for growth, while learning gives those new neurons purpose and permanence. You don't need an elaborate routine. Keep it simple and doable. The strategy is straightforward. Align your exercise intensity and timing with your learning demands and watch your cognitive capacity expand. That's it for today. Catch you next time.